Hey y'all, welcome back to the Anytime Anywhere podcast where you're liable to hear anything at any given time. I am your host, Jaleesa Kayla. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. Thank you for checking me out. I really do appreciate it. Today is Saturday, and right now I am currently sitting in like a little what do you even call this? These cicadas are cicading right now. Yes, I know that's not a thing, but listen, they drawing. Like, you want to be on a pod too? What you got to say? What are you saying to me right now? I'm trying to catch my breath. And I just saw a mosquito on me, y'all. That was about to be the end of my left calf. And I just got finished running too. I have no time to have a freaking mosquito bite on the back of my leg. They really be trying me. Like, do I taste? I can't even sit out here, y'all. The mosquitoes are out here. But I will say my quads are looking pretty good, y'all. I just got finished doing a few laps around St. Joe's campus. Well, one of their campuses. This is like, I guess, like a annex campus. I'm gonna just walk around. Hopefully that'll keep the mosquitoes off of me, because clearly I can't sit down. But yeah, I just got done doing a few laps. I ran, I walked, power walked, then ran some more, and I actually walked backwards a few laps as well, y'all. Body is giving tea in this y'all. Please, please, like, listen, by my birthday, I'm gonna be eating my own self up. I ain't even gonna say to girls or anybody else. Fuck anybody else. I'm going to be eating my old self up. I'm already eating my old self up. Like, I'm just in a space where I'm just so proud of my growth. And I've been true to my oath. Listen, if you follow me on Instagram, which many people don't anymore, because I've like deleted so many people off my IG and just really condensed down on who has access to me. But one of my pictures, I was saying that to say one of my pictures, like the, the caption to it, maybe about like I want to say like over 5 years ago, was captioned, "I'm proud of my growth and true to my oath." But can you tell I still don't like people? Like, I was mean mugging, but I looked so beautiful and so well. And at that point in time, I really was proud of my growth and true to my oath. Like, I was doing new things at that time. I had took a trip out to New York to celebrate an old friend for her birthday. And I was in between like trying to date up and just move on from someone who I had like a strong connection to, and at the same time while getting over someone else and moving past what didn't work between us with this new guy that I was out and wide with, who wanted to take part in me celebrating my friend's birthday. It was just giving like, yes, you eat clean and you do this and you do that, but at the same time it's like, this ain't it either. And I was just proud of myself for realizing it and not giving into like, certain temptations, or thinking like, oh, because he has this and this going on, he's a better catch. Like, no, at the end of the day, I'm the fucking best catch. I'm the best catch of my life. Hi, Birdie. Yeah, like, I'm the best catch of my life. Like, what are we talking about? What are we really doing here? And even now, like, looking at myself as I pass by every squeaky clean window that shows my reflections to the T, or every mirror, I'm just like, I'm looking at myself full on. I don't care who's watching me. I don't care who feels some type of way. Like, I really am proud of my growth and true to my oath. Like, I've been staying disciplined, getting out just about every Saturday. And if I'm not running, I'm damn sure walking. Like, I'm walking miles. At minimum 3 miles. To some people that might not be a lot, but hey, you're not me. You're not coming from where I'm from. I'm from. Like, listen. I never thought I would be able to walk backwards multiple laps, let alone run. Like one of those laps, I ran backwards, like well, a little light jog, a little light jog backwards, and it felt so good to the point where it started to feel natural. And then like what I would do is do a lap of walking backwards, and then at the top of, my starting or ending point, then I would just start running forward. And the strength that you feel from doing so. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know if you're someone who walks backwards or runs backwards, um for just balance and clarity and to help your body. Listen, when it's time to move forward, the momentum that you have is insane. Like I've never felt anything like it before. Like I felt like fucking Sonic. I don't know. Like I feel so strong. I feel so good. Before I left out the crib, I made sure I did my yoga lattes. I've been staying consistent with that. Like y'all, I'm just really proud of myself, and I'm grateful for the opportunity every day to like get better, do better, stay disciplined. Even if you fall down, get back up. Like I had studies to do yesterday. I had homework, and in my previous one of my previous episodes, I was talking about how you can get caught up or get knocked off your schedule or your path or your journey. Sometimes it's purposeful, when people do it, and sometimes it's on purpose when people do it. Let me rephrase that. Sometimes individuals do it on purpose to try to deter you from what it is that you need to do for yourself, and sometimes they just want to be in conversation with you and just want to spend time with you, and learning how to find a balance and still showing up for yourself. Like, okay, I got thrown off for like a good 3 hours yesterday. You know what? It's 12 midnight. I'm tired as hell. But guess what? I got homework to do. I have things to complete. Me keeping my word to myself has been like so important, and is like maybe like in the top five. I want to say one, but honestly, like I said, I've said this before, my relationship with the Most High is front and center. That's, I value my relationship with the Most High, Mother and Father. And then I value my relationship with myself. So coming in second place, I'm also gonna like add in me keeping my word to myself. Like that's top top two, top three. A part of me wants to say numero uno, but I guess it all encompasses into being in the first place, because my relationship with the Most High gives me the love and everything that I need to keep my word to myself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all, body is bodying. My birthday is in 2 months, a little less than 2 months, like a month and some change, because today is the 27th. Um, yeah, body is bodying. Still not sure how I'm gonna celebrate just yet, but I'm already doing it big for myself, and I've learned how to find ways to celebrate myself daily. Honestly, like, listen, I never want to lose this feeling, and I hope all of you out there who are listening feels how I feel about yourself and everything that you're doing. Even if you're not happy with where you are, you have every moment. Forget every day. At any moment, any minute of the hour, you can decide to change. You can, and it doesn't have to be like these grand gestures, these big ass, like, movements. Just begin to do something. I'm telling you, the small deposits into your life, your wellness, your hellness, not your hellness. What the hell? Not your hell. What the hell? What the hell? I'm about to start dancing out here. That's how good I feel. But no, your wellness, your health, you know, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the Most High. It's, listen, just small tokens. Just make small deposits. I don't know if y'all ever hear people use the term when they're working out at the gym or just in general, like, let's get this money. I'm trying to get this money. We try and go to the bank, when they do their reps and stuff like that. Just make small deposits. Any deposit is better than none. Don't allow your bank account to remain on zero. Like, okay, yeah, you got a bank account at a federal credit union, but have you been making deposits? So I don't give a fuck if it's a penny a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do something that your future self will be proud of. And I've been making myself proud each and every day. We're all on different timelines, we all have different callings. And I know for myself, like, listen, seeing my growth is like watching myself grow up, like how I watch my niece and my nephew and other little children. You just watch them grow and you just look at them in awe and you're smiling. Like, that's how I look at myself, and that's how I feel about myself and the things that I do daily. Like, I'm really proud of where I am, and I hope all of you listening find something, even if it's a small thing, to be proud of yourself for, even if it's just you getting up, hi squirrely, even if it's just you getting up to go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. Something, giving yourself a hug, telling somebody else you love them, telling somebody else how you feel, you know, actually putting a penny in the penny bank, like in the piggy bank, excuse me, you know, maybe you don't have a bank account yet. Going and opening up a bank account, looking into getting trusts and just different anything, eating an apple in the AM before you eat like a bacon, egg, and cheese. Listen, I'm from around the way. I used to love me a good bacon, egg, and cheese. And every now and then, I'm going to have me a fucking bacon, egg, and cheese. That's just what it is. Like, I was thinking about fish tacos since yesterday. Like, listen, I'm going to get this money, but I'm still going to, enjoy life. And another thing for myself is just that, like, finding a balance. Like, when I first started out, I was so like headstrong on, you know, not doing this, not doing that. Oh, it's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look like that. No, it looks like however you see fit for yourself. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Don't do none of that. That's kind of really like I used to go hard in the gym by myself, and then sometimes I like when I was dating certain people that were gym heads, going to the gym with them, it felt good. I'm not gonna lie. However, like just looking around, I was a little self conscious at times. Listen, I don't ladies, put in the chat if any of y'all, or the comment section, put in the comment section if any of y'all used to go to Lucille Roberts. Y'all, they closed down now in my city. I don't know where any more at, if they even exist. I don't know where any more are, if they exist. However, there was this one location. This was the only location I knew in the city, unless you went like out east, Giblip or something like that. But I used to go to Lucille Rappers, and even in there, it was issues. You would think with all women, everybody would just be minding their business, doing their thing. And for the most part, most people did. However, you still had a few that would be in there, like, watching you. And now you're watching me, so now I'm watching you. I'm a little self conscious. Some people are coming in there, bin snatch, and they're just maintaining it. Other people, you can tell they've been struggling, and then I'm just there, just trying to do my thing. But I could tell that people would like treat me a certain way, and just, women can just be, I don't know, we worry about the small things in each other too much a lot of the time instead of focusing on ourselves. So now where I work out, you barely see anybody. It's like very is the word desolate. I don't know. It's like, no, you would think a tumbleweed would be about to roll down the street right now. Like, it's so deserted back here, but I love it because I just hear the birds and the cicadas and the air, you know. And yeah, I hear like the cars and different things like that too, but I tune it out and just tap into self. Like, I turned my music off when I was working out. Like, I walked all the way to the park, which was already like a good 2 miles. Um, and then once I got to the park, I turned my music off and just really tapped into self, into my workout. Like, I wanted to feel it. I wanted to be present, without any unnatural distractions. And I didn't need the music, and it felt so good. I feel good, y'all. Feel real good. I have things to do today. What day do y'all be doing y'all errands? Like, if you work throughout the week, or you have a busy schedule, what day do you pick? If you pick a day, maybe you just do it randomly. But if you follow a schedule, what day do y'all like to do like your grocery shopping and washing clothes and cleaning and stuff like that? I'm interested in knowing, because I'm still like, I'm not religious. However, like what makes sense when it comes to religion, I like to incorporate into my life, and what doesn't, just doesn't. And I like to get different people's perspectives on the Sabbath. Some people recognize it on Sunday, and many people say it's Saturday. And from what I've studied and read so far, you're supposed to like not work or do anything on the Sabbath. I guess it's supposed to remain holy, and you just happen to, your religious practice and devote that day to the Most High. But what really constitutes as work? Like, should you not be washing clothes? Should you not be going out the house? Because the way I look at it is, if for general society, right? Everybody works Monday through Friday. Then you're like, the weekend. And then most people go out Saturday. You have a few people who take Saturday to wash their clothes and prepare for the week. But most people go out Saturday, have fun, enjoy their day off, wake up late. You might still wake up early because your body is used to getting up early all throughout the week, depending on what schedule you work. Whether you work an early schedule, you might work 11 to 7. I don't know. You might work 3 to 11. You might work graveyard shift. Who knows? But generally, um, the loop is to wake up early, go to work, get off, maybe eat, take a shower, whatever you got to do, help the kids with the homework, and then you're in bed again just to do it all over again the next day. So, like I said, then once Saturday comes, you're like, finally a break. But you got so much of your personal life to catch up on. You need to wash your clothes. You need to, or go to the laundromat. If you don't have a washer and dryer at home, you need to grocery shop to replenish what you and the kids and ate throughout the week. You need to clean up. You need to make appointments and all that shit if you weren't able to do it throughout the week because you're so consumed with work and you don't really get any downtime. And then come Sunday, if you are religious, you're probably going to church or, wherever you go, you know. And then after that, I used to manage a supermarket. So I knew that Sundays was like high traffic, high times. Everything needs to be stocked, everything needs to be in order because these Sunday floods used to be nasty. It was like everybody, like you really get to see the nature of society, how a lot of us all operate the same. Like we're just I'm saying we because I was a part of it too, but I've been doing that's something else I'm proud of myself for just like I said, throwing a wrench in the system, like glitching the fucking algorithm, okay? Switching things up, not being predictable. But anyways, working Sundays really gave me a bird's eye view of how we as a whole as society like really operates like on this continuous cycle of doing the same shit over and over again, how we're all a part of the collective. Because when I say, like I said, you have your people that come in on Saturdays and know like, let me get this shit out the way now so that I'm not, lagging or stuck in the Sunday madness. um that's to come. But once Sunday came, y'all, everybody was coming in, doing their grocery shopping for the week, trying to get the best of the best, either after church, or you could tell who was coming after church and who was just, you know, coming from home and this was a part of their weekly routine to do their grocery shopping on Sunday. But the worst part of it all was like everybody, a large part, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a large, like 85% of the people who would come to shop on Sundays would be upset that there were so many people at the market. I'm just like, you do realize you're a part of the problem, right? Like, why is everybody waiting until this to the last day? Well, last day to some people, first day of the week to others, um, of the new week, last day of the previous week, and first day of the present week, depending on who you are, you look at Sunday, differently. But why are y'all waiting until Sunday to do everything that it is you're supposed to do? Especially when it comes to shopping and, grocery shopping, getting toiletries, things of that nature. Like, it was just a never ending cycle and it happened every week, like clockwork, all the time. Like, so much so I knew who was coming in. And when I say hundreds, like this store used to do thousands, like hundreds of thousands. I remember I was getting my resume renewed by this one girl. Shout out to Ashley's resume. If you're hearing this, go check her out. Like she does some, like you're guaranteed to get a job. If you're in the market for a new career or a new job or whatever, you just need like your resume spruced up, check out Ashley's resume services. Now, I will, this is the disclaimer, and she doesn't even know I'm saying this for whoever hears this. She does not know that, I'm putting the oop out there. Her services are not cheap. However, the quality that you get and the support that you receive from her, like she does like mock interview questions, like she does it all. And like when I say you're guaranteed to get a position, you're guaranteed to get a position. She was going over my resume and she was like, wait, your store does like hundreds of thousands of dollars weekly? And I'm like, yes, that's how crazy it is. She was like, I'm in the wrong field. No, girl, no, keep doing what you're doing. Trust me, you don't want to be a manager. I mean, if it's for you, it's for you. I just knew that retail wasn't for me, and thankfully I was able to transcend from that. But it taught me a lot being there. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about other people managing a supermarket. But yeah, definitely picking up on um consumer ways and marketing and just things of that nature. Like it's just crazy. But listen, I just want to let y'all know that whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you're thinking about, do it. Switch it up. Now is the time. I heard somebody say that they don't even wait until December/January to start planning out their New Year's quote unquote resolutions and things that they want to implement for the new year. They start in September, you know, because that's when you're shedding things, leaves are falling, your everything in nature is preparing to renew. But first, you got to let go of what no longer is needed. Start there. If you can't make a deposit, then start with letting go some things, so that you can make room to make a deposit in your life. If, and I'm just using this as, imagery or metaphor, or whatever. I don't have the right words right now, but if you got a plastic piggy bank and that shit is filled to capacity, if you try to make a deposit, the pennies is gonna fall on the floor. This little piggy is full as fuck. You have to empty that somewhere, which is probably going to be you needing to open up that actual bank account or just get a bigger piggy bank. Okay? Let go of the small one because this is not going to allow you to grow. Your pennies are going to fall on the floor. And what don't we do, ladies, is put our money on the floor. Case in point, how elders always used to tell you, girl, don't put your pocketbook on the floor. You ain't going to have no money. Don't let your pennies fall on the floor. Don't let those beans that you get from daily life fall on the floor and, oh wow, squirrels going in. They in the tree tussling. But yeah, don't make room. Get a bigger piggy bank and let go of the small one that no longer serves you. It did its purpose, but you can't grow. Because if you try to put money in it, there's no space, there's no room. The money is gonna fall on the floor or, just be exposed. We don't want that. So I say all that to say that yes, you can do it. Start small, even if you just start to jot down your thoughts and jot down what you want to do and what you see for yourself before you take, action. What it says, feminine is inspiration and masculine is responsible for taking inspired action based on that inspiration. So hopefully this message, this pod, this episode gave you some type of inspiration. And that's for the fellas or the ladies listening. Shout out to whoever you are. I appreciate you for being here. Hopefully, this gave you some form of inspiration. Hopefully, this was a bean that can deposit. You've allowed it to be a deposit in your mental, and then go ahead and take that inspired action in any way, that you see fit for you. I know that I'm just proud of myself and all that I've been able to do and all that, I'll continue to do. And I'm just grateful for this moment. Like, I'm really, every time I record a podcast, every time I record an episode, I am in my perfect position doing what I love. However, I'm really in my perfect position doing what I love when I get to do it freely. Like, I'm not, strapped for time. I'm out in nature. Listen, I've just completed something, and more than likely, I like to record episodes after I've worked out, and I'm feeling good, even when I'm not feeling good. But I do know that there's you have to figure out a sweet spot. I ain't gonna tell you all my business now, but I will share when I'm not feeling the best, just so you can see, like, there's ebbs and flows. I had to learn that too. Like, growth is not linear. You're gonna have times where you feel like you've taken a step back, or you feel as though you're not making progress. Maybe you don't see it physically, but who's to say that spiritually, your glow up is great. You just have to be patient with yourself and take your time and not be in a rush. Why are we in a rush all the time? Who are we in competition with? That's why I started off by saying, like, I'm really eating my old self up. Fuck the girls or what anybody else is doing. I'm not trying to eat nobody else up. I'm not a cannibal. I'm not trying to eat anybody else up. I'm just grateful that I've been able to just grow all the way around for myself, not for anybody else. If it's beneficial for others, great. But it needs to make sense and be beneficial for me first. Like, putting me first feels so good. And I've done it before. It's not like I haven't, but I've allowed myself to, be on the back burner at different times. And I've allowed my growth to be stunted or put on pause to fulfill someone else's dreams and to put others before me. Or people see you doing well for yourself, and they want to be in proximity to that. They want to be included in that. There's nothing wrong with it. However, it needs to be an equally yoked situation. But focus on yourself first and make deposits in your own bank. You don't even got to open up your own bank account. I mean, yeah, you don't have to open up a bank account with another institution. Be your own bank. That's the last being I'm gonna give y'all. I'm my own bank now. I used to rob Peter to pay Paul, and I had to owe money on top of money to these banks. I am my own bank now. So when I rob Peter to pay Paul, I am Peter. I am Paul. I am Jaleesa Kayla. I'm all that. Ain't nobody taking shit away from me, and it feels so good. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you, Most High Mother and Father. And I hope y'all feel good out there too. It's been lovely talking to y'all. I'm gonna continue on with the rest of my day. Thank you. Thank you, Bus. Thank you, SEPTA. Um, thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Anytime Anywhere podcast, where you're liable to hear anything at any given time. Again, I hope that this, was inspirational for you and you were able to get some beans from it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening. And until next time, y'all, love yourself always and always. Mwah! Bye, you guys. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Anytime Anywhere podcast, where you're liable to hear anything at any given time. I am your host, Jaleesa Kayla.